Okay, so good afternoon, class, and welcome to our subject systems integration and architecture. And our topic for today is about data flow diagram. So first, check muna tayong attendance. So today is October 12, 2020. So attendance, Kasuga,
Present, sir.
Eugenio,
Sir.
Florendo,
Sir, present.
Gallegos,
Present, sir.
present, Legaspi, Legaspi, absent, Legaspi, Le
Pero mahina yung net nila daw, ay yung data niya.
wala, Legaspi. Okay. Makabitas,
Present, sir.
Madriaga,
Sir, present.
present, Mapalo,
Sir, present.
Bicua,
Two, sir.
Ortega, Ortega,
Sir, nag-chat siya.
present, Padua,
Present po, sir.
Pascua,
Present, sir.
Urbano, Urbano, absent, Urbano, wala,
Sir, present.
Legaspi, present, Urbano, wala pa, absent, Samoranos,
Sir, present. Present.
Alagna, Alagna,
Sir, present. Sir,
Kaasi,
present.
Kaasi,
Present, sir.
Cacho,
Present, sir.
Manalo,
Present, sir.
Numos, Numos, absent, Numos, absent,
May lagnat, sir.
oh. Pero online naman ah. Bakit di siya mag-online kahit na may lagnat? Orfiano,
Present, sir.
Perez,
Sir.
baka naka-quarantine na si Numos. Hindi naman sana. Anyway, okay, so in our Google Classroom, yan, by the way, nireformat ko kasi yung laptop ko and then binackup ko yung mga ni-retrieve ko pa yung mga files, yung mga projects ko, kaya hindi ako masyado update. Anyway, sa Google Classroom natin ay already uploaded. Ayan, we have the data flow diagram references. So nag-upload na ako ng module natin. We have the PowerPoint references. And then by the way, for the reference, we have the tutorialspoint.com. Yan. So we have two types, logical and physical data flow diagram. Actually, marami tayong klase ng data flow diagram. Okay, so for the laboratory naman, I uploaded video about data flow diagram. And then, yun. By the way, we'll be using the Gain and Sarson data flow diagram. Ito yung mga samples niya. Yan yung mga sample ng diagram, data flow diagram. And ito yung gagamitin nating yan, data flow diagram. Pakita ko lang. Yan. So, data flow diagrams are used to represent graphically the flow of data in a business. So, we have the manual procedure at saka meron din tayong computerized o yung proposed system. Okay? So, for example here, mamaya na lang yan. So, i-discuss ko lang konti, saglit lang ito. Yun. It will represent the flow of data in a business. Pwede sa manual procedure, pwedeng computerized. And these are the symbols. We have the basic 4 symbols that you can use for the data flow diagram using the Gain and Sarson data flow diagram. Meron pa yung iba na mga diagrams pero mas ginagamit namin ito, yung Gain and Sarson data flow diagram. Kasi simple lang siya, kukunti lang yung symbols. So for example, here we have the entity. What are the entities? Example, person, pwedeng student, teacher, pwedeng office, pwedeng events, and etc. Those are entities. And then we have the data flow, representing the arrow. And then we have the process, yan. Square na rounded shape yung edge. And then we have the data store. So what are the entities? So entities represent people, organization, or other things that interact with the system. Example, yung example natin kanina, we have the student, etc. Yan. Hindi ko na babasahin lahat, ha? And then we have the process. So the process are the actions that direct change the data. By the way, for the process, it should be a verb. Yan. Example natin dun sa diagram natin kanina, yung process, so create. So dapat meron siyang verb na nakalagay dun sa process. We have insert, delete, create, modify, yun. So, kailangan meron siyang verb for the process. And then we have the data flow. Data flow is the lines with arrows that are used to mark where the data flows. And then last is we have the data store. So, data stores are files or storage areas that contains information that can be called on at a later date. So for example of the diagram, yan. So let me explain. We have the yan. For example, the customer and yung bank. The bank clerk will create a new account for the customer. Okay, so si customer magbibigay siya ng mga details about yung information about the customer. And then meron tayong process dito. For example, we have the setup account. Okay? So for example dito, new account. So magbibigay si bank clerk ng, for example, ID number or account number. And then together with the customer details, and then the process setup account, and then go to our database. So we have the account DB. Next is we have the login. So for example, naka-system na siya, naka-online na, or mobile application, then the customer can log in. So customer will log in details, and then the process will be log in, for example, online banking. Then it will get yung system, this is the system, then it will get the data from our database about sa customer details. Okay, and then we have the customer login details. Mostly in your capstone. Sa capstone kasi, they will suggest to have an audit trail. Yun ang tawag nila, audit trail. O yung track, history track. So dito, so for example yan, nag-login si customer. So malalagin doon sa database niya kung kailan siya nag-login, anong date, and kung ano yung mga ginawa niya, etc. So ito yun. Customer login. Ang tawag doon is audit trail pala. Then next is we have the customer can withdraw. Okay, so first, yung flow from the customer to process withdraw cash. So si customer will request for a cash withdraw. And then, from that, ma-update na. Actually, kulang pa to. This is just only an example, pero hindi siya complete. So, dapat nga meron siyang confirmation or about sa account balance. Dito, pabalik sana. From the database, siyempre, dapat malaman muna ni customer kung ilan yung balance niya bago siya makakapag-withdraw. Diba? Or pwede rin naman i-check muna ng system kung ilan yung balance niya. So, dito yon. Anyway, this is just only an example. So, yan. So, kapag nakapag-cash out na si customer, then, ma-update yung account balance niya sa database. Dito siya. Okay? So, yan. And then, by the way, we have two types yung sinabi ko kanina, data flow diagram. We have the logical and then we have the physical. So later on, I'll be discussing that. And then next is we have the transfer request. Bago yung transfer request, we have the deposit cash. So the customer can deposit through the system. Okay? So tinutukoy natin dito is yung system mismo, yung computerized or automatic. Okay, so the customer will cash in, deposit. So we have here a process, deposit cash, and then it will automatically update the account of the customer dun sa database natin. Okay, so ganun siya. Next is we have the transfer request. So the customer will request for a transfer, and then we have the process in our system, transfer money. Then from that, it will update the account balance. Siyempre, mababawasan kasi magta-transfer siya ng account. Then, after that, pwede na, yes. And then, we have the external bank. Yan, another entity. So, ilang entity yung pan dito? We have the bank clerk kasi siya yung nag-register kay customer. Si customer naman, ito yung mga kaya niyang gawin. It will give the customer details, the login details. Pwede siya mag-withdraw, mag-cash in, and mag-transfer ng request. Okay? Now, yan. We have also the leveling ng diagram. For example, tayo sa draw.io. Create blank sample. Ayan. So, using this one, maganda to kasi automatic na siya. So, we have the entity. Ayan. For example, student. Student. And then, it will give an activity. So, dapat rounded. Anyway, so ito na lang gamitin ko. Round. Yan. So, for example, 1.0. Submit activity. Ayan. So, si student is magsasubmit siya, for example, quiz 1. Yan. And then, from our system, it will send to another entity, for example, teacher. For example, quiz 1, submitted. So for example yan, student, we have two entities, we have teacher, I mean student and teacher, and then we have the process. The student will submit an activity to the teacher. For example, yung quiz ang sasubmit niya. Now, na-close ko ba? Ayan. For the level diagram, meron kasi tayong level 0, level 1, level 2, level 3, and etc. If in case na yung same process is meron siyang sub-process. Example here. Yan. So, meron tayo ditong check credit, fill out order, generate invoice. Yung process 2, meron siyang sub-process. For example, bago siya makapag-fill ng order, kailangan mag-check muna siya ng inventory, mag-fill ng order, at mag-create ng back order. For example, dito naman, yung submit ng activity niya, pwede naman, bago siya makapag-submit, meron pa siyang isa pang process. Okay? Meron pa siyang isang process na 1.1. So, for example, verify. Verify activity. So, for example, yan. So, si student, pag nag-submit na siya ng activity, i-verify muna yan bago pumunta kay teacher. So, ito yung level 1, ito yung level 0, and this is the level 1. Okay? Yan. So, for example, here, yan. Pag meron siyang multiple or sub-process under ng process na yun, labeling. So, this is the rule of data flow. So, wrong yung entity to entity. Kailangan mo rin siyang process. For example, dito, kapag diniretso natin si student kay teacher, okay? Diretso natin siya. So, parang wala siyang relationship. Ano yung naging process nilang dalawa? Question mark yun. So, mali yun sa data flow diagram. So, mali din yung entity to database kasi wala siyang process. So, paano siya mapupunta sa database kung wala siyang process? Same with yun din, yung database to an entity, mali din. And then, yung database to database. So, kailangan mo rin siyang process. Pero, pwede yung connection ng process to process. Okay, so pwede yan. Balik namin natin. Yan, pwede itong ganito, process to process. Yun lang ang bawal. And then we have the logical and then we have the physical data flow diagram. For the logical data flow diagram, this is the business of operation. Ito yung manual procedure, the logical data flow diagram. And then for the physical data flow diagram, these are the system kung paano siya i-implement. Okay? So, yun yung logical data flow diagram and the physical data flow diagram. Yan yung mga example natin. The physical and data flow diagram. And then, this is another example. Yan. So, ito naman yung template. So, meron pa siyang template diyan. So, si entity, pumunta sa process, then pumunta sa storage. Okay, so pwede rin naman yung entity, pumunta sa process. Pero bago siya pumunta sa process 3, it will get the data from a database. Okay, siguro for example, information about entity, student. Kailangan ng student information from student information, and then yung data store naman is kukunin din niya yung parang for example student account, and then pupunta yan sa process 3, process 4, and then go back to the database. Okay, so yan, ito yung example ng data flow diagram. Okay, so by the way class, do you have any question? Question sa data flow diagram?
Wala, sir.
Wala. Madali lang naman maintindihan ng data flow diagram. Okay, so by the way, karamihan, the system flow chart, we have an activity here, the system flow chart. Flow chart. Saan yun? Yan. The system flow chart, normally, ginagamit siya for the manual procedure. Kung mapapansin nyo dun sa mga establishment, karamihan or yung iba, gumagamit sila ng flowchart. Graphical representation pa rin yan. At kung titignan nyo din, yung data flow diagram is also a graphical representation. Graphical representation. Yun nga lang, flow of data. Okay? Yung flowchart naman is more on the flow of or process. Yun yung kaibahan nilang dalawa. Although, pwede mong gamitin yung both diagrams in the manual procedure and computerized or proposed system. Pwede mong gamitin yung dalawa. Yan. Now, yung iba naman, kung ayaw nila ng graphical representation, ang ginagamit nila is what? In programming, alam nyo ba to? Pseudocode. Yan. Pseudocode are the step-by-step procedure. Word by word siya. Yan. Yan yung mga example ng pseudocode. Okay? Word by word representation. Pwede rin yung pseudocode sa sa mga procedure. So number 1, fill up form, number 2, register account, and etc. So pwedeng ganun. Okay? So yun lang. By the way, we have the activity here. Yan. For the assignment. Instruction. So regarding to your final project, I want you to create and draw the data flow diagram of your final project using the gain and Sarson diagram. Marami pa kasing data flow diagram, hindi lang si gain and Sarson. Okay, pero dito kasi simple lang si gain and Sarson kasi ilan lang yung kanya ilan lang yung diagrams niya. Symbols na gagamitin doon. Although pwede kayong gumamit ng ibang data flow diagram if you want. Example ng data flow diagram ng iba. So, nandito din. Bakit hindi siya? Same din. Dito ata yun.
Where it goes for data store, more common for visual.
Ayan. So we have the your done and code, and then we have the gain Sarson. Ito yung another example of data flow diagram. Okay?
That's
So,
transform.
kung titingnan nyo dito, yung process ni your done and code, ganito yung process niya, bilog. Pero si Gain and Sarson, may level kasi siya. Yung 1.0, 1.1. Okay, yun yung kaibahan nila. And then si Yordon code, ganito yung data store niya. Okay, ito naman si Gain and Sarson, very specific. Data store 1, database 1, database 2, database 3, may number siya. Yan. Okay, so yun yung mga difference niya. And if you can see here, may mga pictures na. Yan. So, iba-iba kasi yung klase ng data flow diagram. Pero, mas ginagamit kasi yung Gain and Sarson data flow diagram. Okay, so, do you have any question, class? Attendance muna tayo. Urbano? Wala pa. Sinumos? Yung sakit.
Sir, present. Hindi mo lang ako marinig, sir.
May sakit ka daw.
Sir, present. Sir, may sakit ako. Hindi mo lang ako marinig. Wala kasi akong boses.
Okay. Pa-record, sir. Yung record niya, ang ginagamit ko ngayon is yung ito. Ito na ang gagamitin ko. Para wala nang issue dun sa ownership. So, naka-record na to. And then later on, i-upload ko sa Google Classroom natin. For example, yung group 2 kanina, nagkuhan na ako sa kanila eh. Sana yung group 2. Yan. Nagkuhan na rin kami. Bali, same din, OBS din to. Ayan, ako OBS. Para wala nang problema dun sa ownership na itatransfer pa sa akin yung ownership and etc. At least dito, automatic pwede ko nang i-upload anytime. Yun yung wala daw boses si Numus. Bagal ng net, Legaspi. Yun lang. So, yun. Any question? Wala. Okay, so if in case that you don't have any question, then class dismiss. By the way, our laboratory will be IT 17 sa Wednesday. Anyway, naibigay ko naman na yung laboratory. So, your attendance for the laboratory will be the same with the lecture na lang. Okay? Any question? None. So, if you don't have any question, then thank you and see you next meeting.